Greetings YouTube. After approximately 1,111 days since its release on October 11th, 2022, the Chainsaw Man movie has finally dropped, and my god was it perfect. If you haven't seen the movie, I highly recommend you watch it because I won't be holding anything back. Oh, and real quick, before I start, if I mischaracterize someone, please bear with me. There's a lot to this story and characters that all make it, fantastic. With all that being said, first character I want to talk about, just to get him out of the way, my boy Beam. Beam was very entertaining to watch on the big screen. He had big shoes to fill in by essentially being Power's replacement, but I will say, I enjoyed his presence. The tag team with Denji was actually thrilling to watch when they were going against the Typhoon Devil. Hell, even ReZe was laughing at them because of how silly it was. Oh, and don't worry, we'll get to her. Let's get Aki and the Angel out the way next. I saw a lot of people shipping these two together, which I thought was pretty funny. And honestly, Aki is probably easily one of my favorite characters in the entire show. And I can just tell they're getting ready to hoe this man. Since the start of the show, he hated devils and did not trust them at all. And you could see this with his conversation with him and Denji when they were at the hotel. But slowly, he gets acclimated to their presence after living with them, developing a bond of sorts, almost disregarding them as devils and treating them as their humans. He threw away 2 months of his own lifespan to save the Angel Devil because he didn't want to see anyone else die. And I swear to God, if they kill this character off, I'm livid. Okay, I think it's time we start talking about the stars of the movie, Denji and ReZe. Or is it ReZe? ReZe? I'll just say ReZe for the rest of this review. The movie starts off with Denji going on a date with Makima, and I'm not gonna lie, watching movies from noon to midnight has gotta be one of the worst date ideas I've ever heard of in my life. The most I've done is watch Oppenheimer and Barbie because of a stupid internet meme, and that took 5 years off my lifespan. Great movies, by the way. These dudes watched 6 movies, and the whole time Makima had the most blank expression on her face as if she felt nothing. Until the last movie. She actually sheds a tear. In my opinion, this scene is huge. Up until this point, I truly thought she was emotionless. She always had a blank face, never showing emotion. I mean, granted, there was this one time when she smiled when talking to the dude about wanting to save humanity, and he said that she was lying and she smiled. Crazy scene, by the way. But this feels different somehow. She's crying about a movie, and I don't even know if she's human or not, or a devil or something. Later on that night, Denji asks Makima if he has a heart. I'm assuming because he probably didn't feel anything while watching, I don't know, 6 freaking movies. Makima then pulls one of the craziest maneuvers I have ever seen in my life, and she puts her head on his chest. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all niggas, I would have folded. I would have been in the palm of her hand, leash and everything. Did I ever mention that she's my second favorite female anime character? Yes, I have a list. If you ever seen my Demon Slayer movie review, then you know who my number 1 is. But that's besides the point. Makima is clearly evil as shit and manipulative, but she's hot and I love her. So all this— Wait, hold on, time out. Doesn't that play into the whole manipulation thing? Deadass, if fine shit bit my thumb and told me to jump, nigga, I'm in space. Then you have Denji, who has never experienced these emotions before. Now all of a sudden is getting his thumb bitten and grabbing titties. He doesn't know what the fuck to think. This new lifestyle has been thrown at him with no time to adapt until he meets her. Oh man. This is where the movie becomes a 10 out of 10 for me. Denji meets ReZe in the most awkward position ever, in a telephone booth. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I would have been creeped out personally because she over here laughing and shit. Then she starts crying in the booth with him. Then she looks you dead in the eyes and say, "You look like her dog that died." At that point, I'm looking for the exit, straight up, but I digress. My boy Denji then pulls out one of the cleanest reversals I've ever seen, taking a weird situation and flipping it over. Bro barfs out a flower, then hands it to her. Hey, W is my boy. She then reveals her face to him, and my god, it was as if Denji looked at heaven itself. I swear, the nature must have been a paid actor or something. The skies opened up, the rain stopped pouring, she got the sun shining on her face. At that point, you just gotta marry her, straight up. That scene did her so much justice. Beautiful scene. We then see ReZe walking to her job, and this sequence was just beautiful, showing off how normal her life is that she's living, her relationship with her boss. Meanwhile, Denji's going through it. In his mind, Makima's his true love. But now he has feelings for this new girl. He states that his body is moving on its own and he can't control himself. So now he is constantly visiting her. You see their chemistry form, almost as if they have a perfectly normal relationship with one another. She mentions the fact that it's weird that he didn't go to school even though he's 16, which is pretty important later on, I believe. So they decide to sneak inside of a school together. While they were exploring the school, there was some cool details that were shown to us viewers. The first thing is the spider web and the butterfly. As they walk deeper into the school, you see the spider web get closer and closer to the butterfly, almost as if they're trying to say that Denji is walking into a trap. Now, I did see someone online say that it's actually like reverse. It's ReZe as the butterfly with Denji being the spider, since, you know, if you know the events that happen later on, I guess you could interpret it that way. And then at one point they showed this painting, and as soon as I saw the painting in the theater, I knew I had to look it up. So I had to take a mental note inside my brain. And then once I got out, I had to look it up. And apparently it's about two lovers who were both orphans, raised by shepherds, grew up together, gradually fell in love. Sound familiar? Denji ReZe endgame confirmed. That's all I gotta say. She then offers to go swimming with him and takes off her clothes. Me personally, I would have been in the pool by then. But Denji is saying to himself, if I jump in this pool, it's basically a body. And by technical means, yes, I would consider that cheating. He lost the battle, jumped right in. They then show the spider eating the butterfly, and I'm in my seat screaming, Denji, no, don't do it. But they're actually having fun. She taught my guy how to swim. Everyone on the internet was saying it's a gooner scene, but they're not paying attention. They don't see the art that is happening before us. Meanwhile, they introduced what I thought was gonna be like the next major villain. I don't know what is up with the media and this whole demented serial killer in a dark ass bathroom washing blood off something in the mirror aesthetic, but I mean, hey, it was fine here. Skipping ahead, I don't know if I missed it or not, or if the dude was already in the school or if he was just in another bathroom. I don't quite know. But now the dude is chasing ReZe all of a sudden. In my mind, I was thinking she's gonna run to Denji or something so they could both die together, or just try to scream to alert him of like the oncoming danger. But instead, Shorty runs up to the roof. You know, the worst place to go when you're being chased by a serial killer? I'm losing my mind in the seat thinking they're about to kill her off. Instead, she pulls off a freaking Nina Williams Tekken grab and choked this man out to death. I felt so many emotions in my seat at this time. First things first, this fake demon got folded by a high schooler. Second, how the fuck did she do that? I thought maybe she took like a self-defense class or something, karate or some shit. But no, she had the face of a killer while singing this creepy ass song while choking this dude out. I'm almost positive the song wasn't in English or Japanese, but when she got up, her eyes were like twitching. You could barely notice it, but I saw it. Almost as if she was annoyed by the attack, like it broke her out of character. But then she starts talking to the drain demon and said, Lady ReZe, I apologize. I'll overlook it this time. At this point, I'm like, hold on, she a real nigga then? Then I assumed that she must have been a devil or something. She then goes downstairs talking about some boo, trying to be all cute and shit. I'm in the seat like, Miss Ma'am, are we not gonna talk about the body you left upstairs? The next scene is straight up magical. You see them running through the festival, enjoying each other's company, and Denji is genuinely happy. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is probably the happiest I've ever seen him so far in the story. Everything around him is a blur. The only thing that is in focus is ReZe. This is true love. I feel like as if he had like a crush on Makima, but actual love for ReZe. They talk about running away together, which is something that's brought up a lot of times in this show. Denji actually being the voice of reason here, saying, why can't we be together and I still work at my job? I mean, like, yeah. Skipping ahead, I must say, one of the hardest shots in this entire movie was when she stood up on top of the fence and pulls out their grenade pin choker combo. When she let out the word boom, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was giggling in my seat. Shit was incredible. After that, she just started going crazy, catching all sorts of bodies. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, otherwise we'd be here all day, but I will say the fight scenes went crazy. This girl can box. There was this one part where they were in the hallway and the dude was like, permission to fire at the bomb devil. Me personally, if I see super hot bomb lady who blew up half my squad downstairs, I'm shooting immediately. I would dead ass rather deal with the repercussions later. Even ReZe was like, you have to ask permission to shoot here in Japan? Which I suppose is a clue to her not being from Japan, I guess. That or she just doesn't know public safety regulation. I don't know. Either way, Denji outplays her, jumps into the ocean, marking the end of the fight. They wake up on the beach after a beautiful montage of the two. Here we learn more about Denji as a character, how he will forgive her after all the crazy shit that she did. Here she says she didn't like Denji and the way that she smiled and blushed was a lie, but she's lying. She notes that she took too long to kill him. My thing is, I believe she should not have approached him to begin with. I'd imagine it was due to the rain because she couldn't transform. That's the only thing I could think of. Either way, we are met with another ReZe walking to her job montage, but this time it's different. Almost eerie. We get confirmation that she was a weapon raised from a young age. She begins running to the cafe to reunite with Denji so they can both run away and be together, and my fucking god, it was literally just peak fiction. But then the bullshit happens, and by bullshit, I mean fuck-ass Makima. I hate this bitch. I'm moving on. She smokes ReZe, leaving Denji to believe she left him and won't return. My god, this author is evil. I really hope she isn't dead. There's no way, right? Like, aren't they, like, immortal or something like that? Even though they, like, impaled her heart, which I think is, like, one of the ways to kill them, I think. It'd be a waste to kill her off, but I mean, hey, we can only hope. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the truth is about to be told and feelings will be hurt. There is no better love story in anime than this, straight up. In all my years of living and watching anime, I don't believe I've seen a better love story than this one. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I need to know if I'm tripping. But alright, y'all, that's gonna do it. 10 out of 10 movie. I really enjoyed it. Every day I think about it after watching it, and I can't wait longer. I really hope we don't have to wait until like 2027 to see season 2. I hope this is here next year or something. I really don't want to wait that long. It's already been 3 years. And honestly, after this movie, Chainsaw Man might be in my top 5. It's crazy. But alright, YouTube, that's gonna do it for this video. If you like the video and want to see more reviews, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.